G'day and welcome to this video series chatting about evidence-based library and information practice. I'm Elisa Howlett, the coordinator of evidence-based practice at the University of Southern Queensland Library. Over the past year or so, Clare Thorpe and I have been presenting findings from a research study that's looked to gain a better understanding of what an evidence-based library looks like, but also how can library leaders determine the extent to which their library is practicing in this way. I walked into Clare's office one day and asked, how do we know whether my role is being effective? What strategies do we put in place and when to progress evidence-based practice capability? How do we measure then evidence-based practice capability and maturity? And what are we aiming for? So we know that much of what is known about EBLIP is from the individual perspective. And Kofuji has said as well that organisational dynamics and culture can play a huge role in the way evidence-based practice is conducted or is done within libraries. And so this research sought to address this gap in our current understanding. We focus on university libraries because that's our context, and so by limiting its scope, it also reduced the complexity of the project. I conducted 16 interviews, really interesting interviews, with LAS professionals in a variety of different roles and levels in university libraries in Australia and New Zealand, including 2 university librarians. Participants were asked to reflect upon their evidence-based practice experience, the level of maturity that might be demonstrated within their library, and also to describe what an evidence-based library looks like. Findings have validated that a capability maturity model as a way of measuring and also determining the extent to which a library is practicing in an evidence-based way. 3 themes came out of data analysis, which form the dimensions of the capability maturity model. And also the maturity model itself was proposed as a result of this research. I'll go into the themes or the dimensions and the capability maturity model a little bit more in depth over the next couple of videos. Until next time, take care. Cheers.